I chose this play to teach this concept for one very simple reason. That upright is almost going perfectly through the center to make it really easy to visualize how many people are left of the center and right of the center. So in this play, we start with the Rams having 8 people in the box within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage and within relatively normal distance left to right of it. So we got 8 people in the box. 5 of them are to the left of the center. Okay, so are the Bills predominantly left or right, having more people on that side? No, the Bills are actually running as balanced of a formation as you can. We have 4 players right here. We have 4 players right here, and then the center in the middle. So a balanced formation versus an unbalanced defensive box. How can you easily exploit this? By pulling. If you take players from the side that is already overloaded right here, and you can get your offense to get to the right without them crashing through, that's the key part, without them crashing through, you can make some really awesome things happen with any play design. So what is the requirement to have this to happen and have this to work? Twofold. First, you have to have incredibly stout point of attack from your backside that has to basically take on 3 versus a potential all 5 rushing. But in all probability, what will happen is exactly what happens in this play. The Rams linebackers see it. They start funneling over the top, coming across. So what we're going to see as this play progresses here is that the Rams are not exactly quick to reading the motion. So as the motion starts, you see the backside defender right here coming with it and then stopping. Well, very clearly his eyes are on the tight end running away from him. Then they go to Allen in a handoff. So in this formation, as you can see the initial first steps of the play, we then look through the linebacker's eyes because the linebacker's job is to see what's happening. So what are the Bills doing here? Bills are giving us a very nice double team look on the one player in the line of scrimmage on the backside. And you can see the guard's head is already turned towards the center of the field. So this linebacker's perception has to be, he's coming to get me. And that's as it's drawn up. But as we look, very nice outside, just one-on-one slot on slot corner. We then turn to the outside linebacker on the right side of the field, right here. He's kind of cheating to the inside here. And why is he? Because he is trained to look for what's coming. The freight train right at him. So, what do we got? We got now 2 guys that used to be on the left getting to the right. And the Rams hoping that these 2 linebackers can A, get through the inevitable blocks that are going to be coming their way and be fast enough. You can already tell by their depth of 5 yards off the line of scrimmage that if they do get them, it's going to be downfield before we even start. The other perk of this play, which cannot be ignored throughout this, is that the Bills have run significant play action passing to this point in the game. So you notice that because of that, this safety right here is not just instantly crashing. There are some teams in the NFL in week 1 that just had teams crashing on them. I cite the Pittsburgh Steelers as an example there, as we'll show them a little bit later on in the week. But because we're respecting the play action game of the Buffalo Bills, there's still only the initial 8 in the box. As we go further through the play, we see exactly as I said happening. You got your pulling across, a good collision right here, just as projected. Unfortunately, it was probably drawn up to happen a little bit further so that you wouldn't have to dance through the hole quite as much. But nonetheless, you have a good seam route right here. In an ideal world, you would have had 41 already identify his target. He kind of comes late to the party here and he ends up making the tackle. But nonetheless, perfectly drawn up from a schematic standpoint of how to exploit a coverage pre-snap, and there's 41 just being a little late and just coming through. So, Chance had a chance to get 7 yards right off the line of scrimmage just because the Rams do not adjust to having balanced formation versus a balanced formation. They tried cheating to the left side here, and by them cheating to the left, the Bills were able to exploit it, and they got them burnt. So from the behind the quarterback perspective, it's just such a well-drawn play. And to appreciate a great running play, I find is phenomenal. And then here is it from the behind the view cam. Again, you just see the slow reaction time of the middle linebacker and backside linebacker of the Rams when they should have been downhill attacking. As soon as the tight end is pulling, you got to hit here. And that is one of the greatest things that you'll see from a Patriots middle linebacker. Downhill attacking strictly based upon the pull. We don't get that from the Rams. Instead, we get pushed over the top. Big running game. If every first down started that way, you'd be a Hall of Fame coach. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of Local Football Flavor, the strategies of football. We really hope this is stepping up your Madden game and your enjoyment of football. Please click us with subscribe. Please let us know in the comments so you can tell us what's going on in your world and what you'd rather have us talk about. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram. We are here to engage in conversation and give you the content that you are looking for. Again, Local Football Flavor, local fans giving real information about what's going on in the league.